Hello everyone, this is Linkimus Prime, and I am back with Godzilla reviews. I know I did a lot of Transformers reviews recently, but I am back with Godzilla reviews and the Super7 ReAction figure reviews because I did all 6 of the Wave 1 like a while back, but recently I did pick up some of the Wave 2 figures, which are starting to like hit stores, not in big quantities or anything though, but they're hitting stores at least. I only have 4 of the Wave 2. There's 6. I am missing Have Transform Mechagodzilla and Hedorah, but once I get those 2, then I'll add those to the Wave 2 reviews. But I will. This is part 1 of 3 parts, even though I can only really do 2 parts as of right now. But we are taking a look at the Super 7 Wave 2 Godzilla 1962 and Showa era Gigan. Now, taking a look at Godzilla 1962, he does have quite a lot of pretty cool looking detail. He is your basic kind of Super 7 ReAction Toys Godzilla figure. However, I think this one is actually a lot better for what it is. And the reason I say that is because of the fact that the dorsal spines are not a separate piece like the past figures. In fact, they are actually part of the figure. And another cool thing is that they are painted in white, and they do have that kind of black airbrushing detail going on the sides, and that looks really, really nice. But yeah, so very nice looking figure. You know, you get the yellow for the eyes, you get the black for the pupils, the mouth is painted in a pink, the teeth are painted individually. Unfortunately, there is a paint splotch right here from the like mouth, so that's not the best, but you know, the claws are painted individually and they're painted pretty nicely in my opinion, and the claws are also painted pretty decently. Nothing really going on underneath. Everything is kind of just molded in this gray plastic, but it does look very, very nice in my opinion. And now taking a look at Gigan. Gigan here is, I think, my favorite of these two, and the reason I say that is because of the nice looking gold and silver. Also the fact that, you know, he's a Gigan and I like a Gigan. But just going in on the detail, lots of wrinkly detail for the legs and the arms and just the body and head overall. We get the gold scaly kind of Ghidorah like detail on him, which does look very, very nice. I love that painted gold. Some metallic silver for the toes, the claw arms, I guess, the little chainsaw thing, and the tip of the tail, individual spikes on the tail, and the silver all the way up and going on the neck, the top of that head spike, and the entirety of the beak. So quite a lot of silver paint here. The rest of it is a very nice shiny gold, and we do have red for the visor and red for the inside of the mouth, which is pretty impressive. I think paint-wise, this is the most impressive figure that I've seen from Super 7, and I'm saying that like in general. I think that this is the best painted figure. Now next to Mothra, that's a different thing. I think Mothra is very unique in her own way from Super 7, but this one is definitely, in my opinion, the best. Really no mistakes here on this figure. I mean, the silver, there are some little tiny areas where the silver is bleeding onto the gold, and that does kind of suck, but everything else is pretty much near perfect. But yeah, so in terms of, you know, detail for him, really, really solid in my opinion. Now, in terms of articulation for Godzilla, we do have a swivel at the head, which can go theoretically all the way around, but I don't. Oh, well, actually, yeah, there you go. The arms can rotate, but they can't really go all the way around, but they can do it on both sides, so that is pretty neat. The legs can rotate up, and I wouldn't push it all the way around, but they can do that on both sides. And last but not least, we do have our classic swivel at the tail, which is also very nice. That is the articulation for Godzilla. And for Gigan's articulation, we do have a swivel at the head, which is very nice. It can go all the way around, I just don't want to push it. Arms can rotate, and this time they can rotate all the way around on both sides. The legs can also rotate as well, all the way around on both sides as well. And last but not least, we do have a swivel at the tail. So articulation for both of these guys is pretty much exactly the same, but it is you know, it gets it gets what it needs to get done, essentially. So that is very nice. But I'm not going to really be doing comparisons just yet. I'm going to be saving that for the final, like the third part, just so that, you know, I can show off all of the figures all together. But that is pretty much it for this review of part 1 of the part 3, or part 1 of 3 of the Wave 2 Super 7 reviews. But yeah, overall, my final comments on these figures, you know, they're not cheap individually for what they are. They're like still 20 bucks each, which not very worth it in my opinion, but I still like picking these up. I still like collecting these. I just wish they could just drop it down a little bit, but you know, it's Super 7, so what can we expect from them in terms of pricing? But yeah, very fun figures. I like them. I like them a lot. But yeah, I recommend them if you want to spend $20 on an individual 3.5 inch tall figure. But yeah, so anyways guys, that is about it for this review. I hope you'll enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.